can't be immune among your way of life, so your immunity does not go beyond your way of life, bottom line. So people who got different ways of life got different ways of immunity. If I go to malaria, if I go to Africa and certain countries, I have no immune system. I drink their water, I'm dead, right? But they can drink that water and they're what? Immune. What's different? Do we have different immune systems? Follow me with this. Our environment and our way of life is our immunity. We don't have this isolated thing in us called an immune system. Everything about how our bodies have operated has been relative to what we have done with them. In the form of diet, lifestyle, and what we think. Am I correct?
Right.
Everything. And if someone comes and tells you something different, they are lying to you. They say, wait a minute, you ain't got to do nothing. You got an immune system. Your immune system is doing it. Do you hear me? Is your immune system doing it, or are you doing it? And if you think something is doing it other than you, it's not your immune, it's not an immune deficiency, it's a goddamn mental deficiency. Do you hear what I'm saying? That's like somebody laying in the bed talking about my immune system is not working. That's not an immune deficiency, that's a mental deficiency. If you're in the middle of war and you just lay out because you hear a gunshot, that's a mental deficiency. You need to get your ass up and run. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm going somewhere with this. So they tell you, because who pushed this idea is the people who sell your condoms, because they make money off of pushing that idea. And the people who sell you pharmaceutical drugs. Why? Because they want your human body to become a slave to them. Because if I need your medication to exist, if your medication is my system, then I'm plugged into you for life, right? Mm-hmm. If I need your medications to exist, what you give me to exist, I'm now your robot. That you must give me fuel and maintenance to exist. So we think by being on his dollar is being in his matrix. Being on his medicine is being in his matrix too. Because you're depending on him for what? Your existence. Your existence is relative to depending on him. You know what woke me up to this? I met a man that had kidney failure. He was on dialysis. A brother. And I said, wow. He said, I'm supposed to go to dialysis. They tell me I need to go here every day or every 2 days or something of that nature. But he said, sometimes I just don't go. I said, what? This blew my goddamn mind. I said, you're drinking water and liquids. Your kidneys are not working. But you are not going to dialysis like you're supposed to be going. That challenged what I believed about dialysis and kidneys. Because then I asked him, so what? So how do you deal with what are you talking about? He said, well, I just run. And I sweat the liquids out of my body. Do you hear me? I said, what? He said, I run and I sweat the liquids out of my body. So his skin turned into his kidneys. Mm. The body is so divine and so supreme that it has a way to compensate based on your will to live. It has a, you're not meant to die unless you accept that. In no way, shape, or form. If you have a will to live, that's life. You have no will to live, you can have the best body in the world, but you're going to be a suicide victim. Do you hear me? He told me that he released the water from his body through exercise and running. I said, what? So his kidneys Which they said your kidneys is the way you relieve water, the main way you relieve water. They're lying to you. And if you believe that, you're going to lose your kidneys. Because you're putting too much on them by believing that that's how you get water out your body. So instead of sweating and using other forms of ways to get water out your body, you just pissing out your goddamn kidneys. Do you hear me? But they're not telling you that. You're drinking 8 glasses of water. They tell you drink more water. And your water is supposed to run through these canals and through the system. All your water is supposed to leave there. You're not supposed to do no exercise and use no other way of getting water out your body. So if they tell you that, they're helping you what? Get kidney failure. Because they can't work no more if you putting all the pressure and making them your primary source to relieve water from your body, because